All right, we are back with the final run of Saturday night, and what better, what better run to have than some Vice City stories for Saturday night? And we've got two lovely individuals with us, wolfbloxer, how's it going?
Hello, hello.
And Ethan, his lovely co-commentary.
Hello.
Whenever you guys are ready to go, I am good on the timer. Can get moving.
All right, wonderful. So hello, wolfbloxer06. I've run this game for a few years. So is Ethan. Um, this run, for those who don't know, is extremely difficult. So we have a lot of saves prepared. Am I gonna get this? We'll find out. Okay. All right, screw this. Right there's a 0-0 spot for anyone wondering, but we don't use it in this run. So I have to restart the game for reasons. I'm not going to record on my end, I think. Okay. Ethan, are you ready to go? Is there anything you want to say?
Not really. I mean, it is a pretty technical run. There's a lot of mechanics in the game that might need to be explained. We'll try our best doing it to do it, but yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, time starts when I hit new game. Um, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
Good luck.
Okay, so this game, Vice City Stories, for those who don't know, is a prequel to Vice City, taking place 2 years before. I don't know. Our protagonist is Victor Vance. Great start. I love curbs. Great start. A plus. What do we say? This game is exclusive to the PlayStation Portable and the PlayStation 2. PlayStation Portable version is faster by almost all means. What else? Came out
Well,
in
there's
two.
a special mechanic in this game that you're gonna
Oh
see
yeah.
now. And they wanted to let you know right from the first mission, so they just plonk you inside the water. Well, you can swim in this game.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Vice City was notorious for not letting you be able to swim. So first thing they do is just plunk you in the water and be like, hey, you can swim. Cop bike. Give me. Alright. So that's very rare to happen, but it does save a little bit of time getting a cop bike here. Very uncommon to get one, though. Not that it really matters. Alright. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, this is a little unorthodox. We're going to death ward. So, if you're familiar with San Andreas at 8%, you will know about a concept called duping to skip missions. Now, that works similarly in this game. However, it's a little more complex. Yeah, we can dupe missions to skip other missions in the same chain. However, Vice City Stories, it's a lot more complicated, especially in the second and third act. We'll explain that a little more when we get there. But for now, we're going to start setting up our first dupe, which is Cleaning House Dupe, which skips the third and final Martinez mission. Do you want to start explaining on Mission 0, Ethan?
I mean, since, well, it is like, we're all GTA fans, I'm assuming, so you'll
Yeah.
probably know what On Mission Zero is.
What did I just do there?
Yeah, right. So in VCS, getting an On Mission Zero rampage, like how he has now, where he still has mission markers on the map, but he has a rampage running from the timer on the right side of the screen. It's very easy in VCS. Essentially, what happened is that when you cancel Vigilante, it puts you to On Mission Zero twice. So it puts you to On Mission Zero once in the beginning of the fade, and then another time as well when the fade it starts to end. So if you just stand over a rampage icon and cancel Vigilante over that, you just granted an on mission 0 rampage. And we're going to use that now to dupe the second ever mission in the game, cleaning house. And yeah.
I'm gonna go see my cousin in San Andreas.
Yeah. So, another thing you might notice is that this game is in Japanese. Now, those who may run or be fans of Vice City speedrunning know that there are technical reasons why that game's played in. Just play it safe here. Why it's played in Japanese. Now, this run, there is one major technical reason, but most of it is due to you get, first off, faster pagers, which instead of having phone calls, we get pagers in this game. Let's give me a soldier. Hopefully that was enough damage. No? I'm just getting a gun here, that's all. You're given M4s via the soldiers, first thing in the game, very smart. So, not only is there faster pagers, so missions can spawn faster, but you also take, a third less damage. Simply,
Yep.
he just takes less damage, for whatever reason.
So effectively, you have like 3 times the health that you would normally have if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah. Past this beginning bit, Ethan's gonna be doing a lot of the commentating. I'm sorry to throw it on you, but this run is
Yeah,
intense.
no, I understand.
There's
This dupe right now, if you're not familiar with the VCS, this dupe is like one of 2 in the entire run, where it's like really simple, you know, start mission, complete rampage, start mission again.
yeah.
This will be, the first and out of only 2 times where you'll see that.
Another one
The other
got
dupes
protection.
are all gonna be like, yeah, hit this one and got protection. The other dupes are all gonna be very complex and they will require very precise timing. So, we're gonna, when it comes to that, I'm just gonna let Wolf focus for a bit, I guess.
Yeah. This
But,
dupe.
but yeah, it's pretty chill right now.
You call this dupe chill? Please.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty chill, to be honest.
It's a little more chaotic on emulator, as you're gonna see right about now.
You want some of this? I'm gonna kick you.
There we go.
Is it?
Because these cars all explode.
Yeah, that happens on console as well.
Not as often.
No, it happens every time.
Does it? They all get stuck in
Yeah.
each other? I swear. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, these cars are unfortunately all unusable, so we have to RNG a car. Ooh, I will take a Sentinel XS.
Yeah, the reason why these cars are unusable is because for all of them, they have like a cholo, which is like a gang member, I guess, that is stuck in the wheel of the car. So it's like if you try driving it around, it's just gonna get nowhere because there's just a dude stuck in the tire.
Yeah, and that's a dupe thing. That's not an actual mission thing.
Yeah.
In normal instances, like in NMG, you take that car, unless there's a better vehicle, of course. But it's very lucky that I got Sentinel XS. Like 80% of the time, you'll have to take a police car. Hello, officer.
Yeah, and a police car is really slow. Like, there's even like a unique thing that what was that?
Oh.
Nice. Vice City
Oh,
Cops, yeah.
nice. Let's go. I should probably shared my stream with you. Let me see if I can do that right now. This is the unfortunate thing about not getting an
M249.
Okay, well, they're gonna kill me anyway.
Oh, that's much
Alright.
better.
Should be able to see my stream now. Okay, so we did cleaning house. Oh my gosh, that was a gold. Wow.
Yeah, I have your PB side by side, and you are ahead. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well,
I won't put
my
too much
Act
pressure
1
on
was
you, don't
also
worry.
awful. I PB'd last night.
Yeah.
But my Act 1, I came out of Act 1 like plus 130. Alright, so now we're gonna chill for a little bit. We're gonna meet Phil. We're gonna do a couple normal missions, which aren't a lot of in this run. This this mission introduces you to, I guess, the pan spray. It also introduces you to where the hospital and the police station are. I mean, we've kind of already experienced one of those places, but, you know, wouldn't hurt to visit it again.
Just trying to make an honest living, man. But they're
Hello, officer.
I can't compete, man.
Yeah, police officers have bikes in this game. Crazy.
Wait, was that not a thing in Vice City?
Not in Vice City.
Oh, now that I think about it, yeah. I haven't played VC
Oh my god,
much.
a wintergreen already on this island? Holy.
Hundo runners right now. So
Sweating.
unhappy. Yeah.
Is there anything to talk about this mission? This guy can take 2 different routes. I don't know
he can go
if there's one that's faster than the other. Okay, he's gone. This is like the 5th time in a row he's gone this way.
Okay, so I think he's going in like the worst direction, which is
Well,
like
kind of got him stuck.
near the
so.
print works. Yeah, I mean it's not too bad, but if he goes right, then usually that's good because there's a while until like he can take another turn, so you can just like, you know, corner him and then Phil can shoot him up and blow him up.
Yeah, exactly.
But then yeah, if he takes a left from there, if he drives like, how do I say this? If he drives like on the long stretch of the road near Lil of Hannah, like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like past the graffiti where the Street Fighter spawns. Like if he takes that, then I think it's about the same as if he turned right. Might even be faster.
I think it might be faster, honestly.
Yeah, it might be faster because like
feels
you're
faster.
heading in the same direction, right? And then you can just take the other paint spray.
That's why whenever he takes
But
that
yeah.
route, I just try as hard as I can to get him trapped on that corner. Just so that I don't have to worry about the gamble. Because he was going to take the bad route, but luckily traffic came to the assist. So, funnily thing enough, those who are fans of San Andreas know how awful the Walton is. In this game, it's for some reason got a huge, what's the term? Huge, like, the opposite of nerf. What is it?
Upgrade? I don't know.
Boosts,
Boost? Yeah.
I guess. Now we're gonna go meet Marty, by the way. But, also...
Buffed.
Hello.
Buffed. Buffed is the word you're looking for.
What was that sound? Alright. Buff. Alright.
Oh, not
Cool,
this
I got
again. Okay, well, you still send it down. So like, curbs in this game are very, very like
Large.
very large and very. They love to send you flying up in the air if you're in a car, and especially in some vehicles like the Cheetah or the Street Fighter. That curb in particular always sends you flying.
Oh, come on.
Uh,
Yeah.
So
Almost
what-
always.
what
I was
runners
fine
you-
that time.
What runners usually do is slow down before they hit the curb, but you know, Wolf is just like that and he just sends it straight down that path.
Slowing down in a
gamble.
speed run? Come on now.
And I'm pretty sure slowing down so you don't fly into the air is still faster, but okay.
Okay, we're here.
I got kicked out of the
Hello? Can you shoot, Vic? For those who don't know, I'm playing on an emulator. This is PPSSPP. So in the top right, you'll see some random numbers. To be honest, I don't know what they all mean. There's FPS there, but I don't know what the percentage is. It's...
Speed.
Speed.
Yeah.
It's required for emulator runs. So I'm keeping on the off chance that I manage to, you know, get a good valid run. But I don't know.
No, you will PB today.
I'm confident after I got one last night. Okay.
Yes, sir. I mean, you can easily beat that. Come on now. You need to give yourself some more credit. You know what I mean?
So there are sometimes audio bugs that happen during this run, and that's a quirk of emulator runs, which I think one's happening right now. Yep.
Yeah.
You done a man's job.
Done a man's job. Okay.
But yeah, if you're using like newer versions of the emulator, I think it happens less frequently. The audio bug there actually does happen on console as well. It's just less frequent.
Yeah. All right. Back to some more nonsense.
Yes, sir.
So
So we're gonna. Okay,
I will say
you
one
can
more
go
thing.
ahead.
VCS has the quirk of being quirk. I don't know why I'm using quirk. Has the benefit of being able to restart rampages, like redo rampages after you've already completed them, which is very useful because this pistol rampage we used like too many times in this run. All right, this is the next Marty mission. We're gonna be doing pretty much just Marty missions for like the next 5 missions, because we glitch him out a ton.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's Fear the Repo. This is a big early run reset point because it can go very wrong very quickly, because the second car drives in a random route, and it's not like you can get there early enough to prevent him from going that route like you can in Chill of Victory. Sometimes you'll just take an absolutely terrible route and you'll lose like 45 seconds. Sometimes you just
Yeah,
get
so
stuck at a traffic light.
yeah, it's just like he just spawns at a particular location, but then depending on the traffic light, he can go like in a variety of ways, and sometimes he just goes really far away from you, and you end up losing like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, for this mission, we're just going to, well, we started a rampage on mission 0, and we're just gonna carry it through this mission. We're not actually gonna dupe this mission or anything like that.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
how on Mission 0 works, like going on Mission 0 during a mission, how it works, Act 1, it's what you'd expect. It doesn't do anything. But well, it doesn't do... In this
I mean,
instance
well,
that we have currently, it's not going to do anything. But
yes.
later on in Act 1, and especially during Act 2 and Act 3, that's going to change. Now, if you don't know what we mean by Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, those are acts defined by the game's code, but they're also reasonable points. Act 1 is, beginning of the game. Act 2 starts when you finish To Victor the Spoils and start Jive Drive. Act 3... Jesus. Act 3 starts when you unlock the next island. We're good.
Yeah, so the reason why we had a mini heart attack there is because you actually have to deliver the cars back to Marty's brothel in good condition. So yeah, that was a little bit of a scare, but yeah. Anyways, the rampage has run out, which is like perfect timing because we can start it again. And in doing this, what Wolf is gonna do now is he's gonna lock in, and he has to finish this mission and start the next Marty mission before this timer runs out. And we'll explain why a little bit later, but yeah, we can focus now.
Okay. Curbs.
Curbs, that's the curb of death. I've nicknamed that the curb of death. So if you drive over that with a Sanchez, it can literally send you flying all the way right or all the way left for no reason.
Cops in this game, I don't know if it's actually true or if it just feels that way, but I feel like the VCS cops are the most aggressive ones in any of the 3D GTAs. They're ridiculous. They can throw spikes, right? They just don't do it often.
I think they start on 3 stars, no?
Yeah, yes, but they can throw spikes in this game. They just do it super rarely. They definitely don't do it as much as LCS or VC. Alright, now we pray to find a vehicle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, nice Sanchez.
It doesn't
Okay,
actually
so
matter
the
what
next...
vehicle we get as long as we can get to the next mission.
Yeah, so in this mission, the trick, well, if you've ever seen a NMG run or another any percent run of this game, you'll know that waking up the neighbors, we have a special trick to pass this mission. So this is the 3 vans missions of the game. So on the map, there's 3 red targets, which are vans that Vic needs to destroy. But instead, what we can do is we can actually fall out of bounds. Now, the reason why we do that is when when the player falls out of bounds in VCS, it flips all vehicles on both axes. So a car that is facing north will now face south and be upside down. And when cars are upside down, they blow up. So in this mission, the objective is to blow up the cars. We can just go out of bounds
Oop,
in a very specific spot, and by doing that, we can basically complete the mission almost instantaneously. What
yeah.
Wolf is doing here is he's gonna pick up this rampage as well, and this is where the funky stuff starts. So a little bit more on how the game passes missions, I guess you could say. Okay, I'm gonna try my best, but if you think about going from on mission 1, so say you're on a mission, right? And it goes on mission 0. Think about what happens on the map. The map right now is blank, but then the game realizes, oh, he's back in free roam mode. Let's enable all the mission strands. So if you look at the map right now, the mission strands appear, right? Now, for a casual player, you might assume that, oh, all 3 of the mission strands right now, the L, M, and P, they all appear on the map at the same time. But that's actually not the case. The way it works in this game is that it goes and frame by frame, it will activate each strand. So in the game, there's a particular order in which the strands or the mission givers are activated. Now, if you notice, even though he completed the mission, he's starting the same mission again and he's doing it again. The reason why is we went on mission 0. So when we go on mission 0, the chain goes from Marty. No, it goes from, sorry. The chain goes Phil, Marty, Louise. And Louise is the last person in the strand on the map that's activated. So when we go on mission 0, it doesn't matter what mission we are on. The mission that the game will pass will be whoever is last in the sequence, which means that the last time that Wolf did this mission, it actually passed as a Louise mission, which skips the mission when Fun Day comes, which is a race on the quad bike. Now the second instance that Wolf did, this actually passed as a Marty mission because we didn't go on mission 0. What we are going to do here is dupe Vigilante in a way. So we're going to start a Vigilante. Now the timer runs out. We're going to wait a bit. So he still has one instance of Vigilante. He's going to start another instance. He's going to then cancel one instance to get the on mission 0 rampage. Now he has a Vigilante and he has a rampage running. And
Hopefully
what we're
this
going to
will
do
level
now
safe.
is... Okay.
Alright, we're good.
What we're gonna do here now is actually something that you don't really see in GTA runs. We're not gonna dupe, but we're gonna troop, I guess if you want to call it. But we're gonna start a mission 3 times instead. Now, if we walk into this marker with the Vigilante running, which is the text at the bottom of the screen, if we walk into the marker and start their mission with that text, it will actually crash the game. So Wolf is gonna time this. Okay, it looks good. And by timing it very specifically, he will start 2 instances of the mission. So if you see now, there is 2 Martys, and there's a leftover cutscene Marty, which is just standing there chilling around. But we still have that rampage timer, right? So right now we just have some downtime. So we're gonna park this Sanchez over here, and what that's gonna do is just come in handy in the next mission, right? Yeah, in the next mission. Is it in the next mission? It is, right?
One after Outlaw.
Right. Yeah,
Which
that's
is,
what
I
meant.
guess, kind of next. Yeah.
Yeah, kind
Not
of
the
next
one we're
mission.
doing currently.
Not the one we're doing currently, but the next. So remember, we still have 2 copies of the mission, but we have some downtime because we want to troop this. So we're just gonna wait for this 30 seconds timer, maybe grab some armor, maybe restore the sequence of the game, you know what I mean? And then, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I know it became very technical very fast, but
that's this game for you.
TLDR is if you go on mission 0 while a mission is currently active, the mission passes is not the same as, or doesn't have to be necessarily the same as whoever gave you the initial mission. So
And
in
how that
another
works
way,
will change in Act 2.
yeah, unfortunately. Well, it doesn't change. The mechanics like stay the same, but then there's like an extra step, right? We can just put it that way.
It makes it like 10 times harder.
Yeah. So basically that mechanic is going to be sort of abused throughout this run, where if A, say mission giver A has a very long mission, instead of doing that mission, we can go and do mission B, which is a shorter mission, but trick the game into thinking we're doing mission A, so we're saving time net, right? That's just a little bit of how it works.
Along with duping in the traditional method.
Yes, along with that. And then there's another big trick which we'll come to in about like 20 minutes. So yeah, no, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But there are a lot of mechanics in this game, or in this category. I should be more specific.
Yeah, this mission teaches you how to take over an Empire site, which we're never going to do in this run. Do we
Yeah,
even
so
technically
core
unlock
mechanic.
it? We do unlock it. Yeah, this is
yeah, we
Jesus, the core thing for casual gameplay, because submissions that you would do in a typical casual playthrough or even NMG, you have to take over some Empire sites to start. But
Yeah,
if you
so
haven't
we
already
completed-
seen... Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, so since we have 3 copies of the mission, Wolf has to destroy 3 beds or take over 3 of the same empire. So he's done 2, and then he can re-enter it after the mission complete for one last time. And then we can move on to the next mission.
Yeah.
Which is actually a sequence break. So
Yep, we've completely broken the sequence of this act. Just keep that in mind now.
yeah. Yeah, so if you're here for the story, well, the story is not going to make sense. And later on, we're actually going to delete half of the missions. Don't worry about it. But yeah, here, you're supposed to start, well, a Louise mission, right? But because we did that shenanigans and we enter this marker, it actually starts to Victor the Spoils. Because we tricked the game into thinking those other 2 instances of the mission were Louise missions. So now when we enter into this marker, it starts to Victor the Spoils, which is the last Louise mission, which is sequentially should be the last mission that we do in Act 1 or in Chapter 1.
Act is the
yeah,
correct
now
term.
now we're completely doing things out of order in this game. So this mission, essentially we're supposed to, spoiler alert, we're supposed to kill Marty, right? And this mission is us taking over the remnants of his empire. But then, funnily enough, in any percent, we do the mission where we're supposed to kill, well, after Marty's death. But then we go right back to working for Marty in the next mission. Oh
This
no!
hasn't happened
See,
in a while.
See, kids, this is why you do the dialogue skip strat, which Wolf hasn't learned yet.
Ethan here's the world
ones-
record holder on both console and emulator. He knows what he's doing. I don't.
The one strat that I came up with in this run, and he doesn't use it. I just want to put that out there. He has a thing for me, man. I come up with all these strats, and he doesn't even implement them.
Well, I've had the same muscle memory for 3 years, so just hold your horses.
Well,
We'll get there
there is
eventually.
one strat. Okay, there is one strat that you're gonna use, right? That technically never been seen before in a marathon.
Which one?
The
Oh.
Act 2 pack run. Yes,
The
sir.
brand new strat that we found like not
Yes,
even a week
sir.
ago.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna grab safety SMG ammo.
Actually, wait, that's actually a good idea, picking up the SMG ammo. I don't do that.
It's safety for a truck stop. And got protection.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't lose any time because you have to wait a little bit for
Yeah.
the marker to appear anyways.
You just gotta hope that the SMG doesn't spawn super far away, because sometimes it can.
Good strat,
The one
good
near you
strat.
won't spawn. Any cop vehicles? I'd love one. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
So
not having the empires also means. Well, someone in chat said not having the empires also means you don't get shark attacked, which is also
Exactly.
true.
But that can easily be avoided by saving and loading.
Yeah.
So here's where the run dies.
Well, yeah. And so there is something that. So we're gonna do another dupe. This is the second dupe that we're gonna technically see now,
And the
it's
last
also
normal
the
one.
one, and the last normal one. So again, this is just gonna be he starts a rampage on mission 0. Gonna start the mission once, right? He's gonna start first instance, complete the rampage, go back into the marker, and this is the end. After this, all dupes are much more complicated and would require timing. Not that precise timing. It's not like frame perfect timing, but
Not
you
on
do have to get it
Japanese, yeah.
into. Yeah, you do
And
have to get
got
it in
2
like
stars already. This is a great start for this
a
rampage.
window of time. Yeah, no. Okay, cops are kind of bad. So, yeah, what happens is that if a cop is like chasing you and you shoot like these cholo, the gangster guys, they'll actually start running away. So if you see now, usually the pistol guys, they aggro onto Vic. So, but unfortunately, Wolf had a random RNG cop spawn. So now these guys just started running away. Usually they would like crowd up into a big.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And yeah, another bad thing is also that he got wanted stars pretty early on, so he's gonna have 3 stars here, which means that he's gonna deal with the FBI or FIB, whatever you want to call them as
Oh,
well.
that's just the Vice Squad. Who are you?
Oh.
Oh, you're one of the Vice Squad guys. That I just said. I was like, you look like a random gang member at first. Alright, so the problem with this mission is... Well, you go ahead and explain it while I focus. We don't get a break until we start the next act.
Yeah, so normally in this mission, what you're supposed to do is that you would have a timer running. It's going to be counting down. And you have to pick up 3 girls and then drop them off back at the brothel in time. Now, the problem is when we do this mission in any percent, not only is there funky stuff happening with the cars, because, you know, there's 2 of everything, but the timer also goes down twice as fast.
And faster on
it's
emulator.
even and adding on top of that, it's even faster on emulator than it is on console because it's tied to the frame rate. So because, you know, emulator, we have modern day PCs, we can run it at 30 FPS constantly in a dupe state as well. It's actually bad because it drives the bar on the right side of the screen even faster. So I'm gonna let Wolf focus here, but oh, you got your good luck charm, the card that explodes at the start.
And I got the car in a good spot too. I have a okay.
Oh. Yeah, so this is what I said. So you can see 2 of every cars here. So 2 of the enemy cars and 2 of the cars here as well. This girl's car.
Okay, I didn't lose any tires.
Unfortunately, she was stuck under the car because, you know, it kind of like just popped out and bounced on top of her, I guess. Okay, this is good. This girl is pretty good. This is also a place where the run can die because the girl in the car can shoot the bikini girl and kill her, which is also a funny way to feel this mission, and it's completely like
Oh,
RNG.
she switched places. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
That's
okay, and then this is the last one. Mary, get in the car.
Oh yeah, Mary.
Very nice.
Mary, quite contrary. Okay. All right. Am I missing?
Okay,
no, I'm
so
only missing 3 tires.
3 tires lost. 1 tire poggies. We're gonna go. All right. Well, you made it, I guess.
Yeah, we're good.
Not that bad.
That was a pretty good got protection for what it's worth.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
All right, and you see it pass on 2 different instances, so that actually skips the infamous forklift mission of Phil's.
And yeah, and now we're actually on our final dupe of Act 1. We're gonna dupe Truck Stop, and after this dupe, we're gonna do the other mechanic that I was sort of alluding to earlier. The big strat, actually.
The big bad.
Yes. I don't know if we want to explain it right now, but we can just chill for a bit.
Well, I'll talk about what Truck Stop is,
until
and
you
then
do
can start doing it.
right. Until you do the dupe, right? Like, yeah.
So this is the first of what we call a cutscene dupe. This one works a little different than the other cutscene dupes, but just understand that it's a cutscene dupe, which means we have to skip all the cutscenes in a very specific way to prevent the game from crashing. The mission can fail randomly at multiple instances in the mission. Vehicles can get stuck that you don't want stuck. It's really a horrendous dupe, but it's the only way that allows us to do partial act change bypass, or PACBA, which Ethan will now explain. Good luck.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, okay, so we have a big strat, like Wolf said, PACBA, partial act change bypass. How do I even explain this?
Well,
Well, let's start with the benefits from doing PACBA. Well, pagers that unlock missions, well, that's not a requirement anymore because you can do any mission that you want, or at least any mission from any mission giver, like the first mission of a mission giver that you want, directly out the bat, which is, you know, not possible and which would also be a sequence break.
are you kidding me?
The cops just stole your kills. Oh man. But
That was my kill, man.
yeah, and then the second benefit from PACBA is that suppose, so when we go from Act 1 to Act 2, if there's any mission giver that is common between the two acts, their missions are completely voided. So in Act 1 you have Louise, and Louise is also in Act 2, which means that if we do PACBA, we don't have to do any of the Act 2 Louise missions.
Alright, shut up for a
I'm gonna
second,
give
sorry.
Wolf some time. Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the car on the side. Yeah.
Alright, so this door doesn't work now for some reason. Alright,
You
I'm
can
gonna...
hop on to the, yeah.
Hello? Can I... Hello? So this is a bad instance of the cars. It's fixable. It's not, like, gonna destroy anything. But it's just not what I want. Alright. So I'm gonna have... This is, like, a really slow instance because the other car got, like, broken. So I have to go take another car to shove it.
Yeah, so I guess
This
I can
works.
explain that as well.
I'll take a Trash Master. These things are freaking uncommon.
So if you press triangle before you skip the last cutscene, that's what breaks entering
Oh,
into
is that
the
what that
other
is?
car.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you press X then triangle so it doesn't break.
Can this car move at all? Okay.
But yeah, there is a way you can get into the car when it's on the side like that, but you need to like do some little bit of parkour, which is pretty tight, I guess. But or
This is
other
not
hand, you
good.
can just yeah, no, it's just stuck against the side of the other car. This is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
This is a really
Might
bad
be-
instance. They're stuck on each other. I have to get a shorter car. This is a huge time lapse. What a...
Well,
give me the Bobcat. That'll work.
yeah, at least we didn't fail. Right?
You can jack me, bitch?
Yes, I do think I can. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Okay, that should work. And then if you just like
And then-
reverse into it, it should be fine.
Maybe not. Hello?
And
Alright.
just hit it.
I'm
from
gonna
the other
ham it.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh my
Okay,
god.
well we made it. Not ideal.
Took only like
but,
a minute and a half. It's alright.
yeah, it's alright. Okay, back to explaining PACBA. So I'm sure you forgot already, but PACBA, what it does, well, you can start any mission. Anything else that it does? Yes. If there is a mission giver that is common between the two acts in which you do PACBA, you skip their missions entirely. It's not that useful going from Act 1 to Act 2, but going from Act 2 to Act 3, Lance is common in Act 2 and Act 3, which means that when we go to Act 3 and we do PACBA, we skip each and every Lance mission.
And he has a lot.
He has 9 missions, and not only are they obnoxious and long, but some of them, as Wolf mentioned earlier, also have prerequisites that you need a X amount of empires unlocked. So we end up skipping all of that. Now here you can get a bunch of different instances. Wolf got one of the better ones. So he can just drive up to the side of them, blow the bottom car up, which would kill everyone on top of the top car, and then we can just move on to the chase sequence, which is pretty ideal, I'd say. There's another one he can get where the goons are on this, where the goons' car is like on their side, and he can just like drive in front of them and drive by them that way as well.
That's the fastest one, I believe.
I mean, I would say that this one is also
It's also pretty fast, and you also don't have to
technically.
like check which instance it is
Yeah.
if you're playing. it
The
safe.
other instance is again where the goon's car spawns upside down. In that case, you need to do the same thing that we did on the waking up the neighbors, where we fall upside down to flip the car upright, and then we flip our car upright as well because that's also upside down now, and then we chase them because they're now upright and driving away, and it just loses a lot of time. But yeah. So the way Packba works, now I'm going to explain this very fast, but the way Packba works is you save 0.5 seconds after the game has recognized that you have completed all of the missions in an act. So here we're going to complete all of the missions in Act 1. There's going to be a pager. After that pager, 0.5 seconds after that pager ends, Wolf needs to save the game. So gonna drive here to the safe house, should get a pager, there we go, and 0.5 seconds after this pager ends, he needs to save the game, so he has to time it very precisely. I'm gonna be very quiet.
Ah. Alright, that's fine. I have a
Oh
save.
well. Okay, well, try
Runs
number 2.
invalid. Yeah, I panicked because I didn't bail off the Sanchez. That's unfortunate, so I don't get a Sanchez either. Yeah, this is... I should have played it safe. Okay. Well, run's invalid now. That's okay. Now we're restarting the game. And then it'll be good.
Yeah, so we're gonna restart the game. I think he did correctly, so it should be fine, and we can see an FU aeroplane on the map.
It's a shame. I saved
So-
time on Act 1 too. Okay.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I did. I saved 4 seconds.
that's a shame. That is a shame. Oh well. So yeah, if you play the game NMG or without Packba, right now the only mission that should be available
Okay. Well,
Oh dear.
now that I feel packed with the game just kicking me in the knees. I also have to get rid of this SMG ammo too.
And some salt on the wounds. Oh, another. Okay, at least it's a cop bike this time and not a car. But yeah, like I was saying, ideally right now we should only have Lance, which is the aeroplane on the map, but we also have Umberto and Forbes. We shouldn't have unlocked them right now, but because we did Packba correctly, we have access to their strands.
Correctly.
And like I said before, Louise is also passed. So all of Louise's missions currently, we don't have to do them. So that's why there's no LW on the map either.
I'm pretty sure every time I've ran this at a marathon, I've messed up Packba.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost every. I'm
think-
pretty sure every marathon.
I mean, you had it, right? You just like panicked, I think, and that's you just went forward like really early.
Yeah.
I think that's just what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have worked, but I ran to the marker too early. That's the most common way to fail Packba. And it doesn't actually apply the same way on Act 2 Packba, because pager versus what we do, which you'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, so this is Jive Drive. This is the only auto-scroller we do in the game. There's a couple more that you do in NMG. Or is it only... No, it's only one more, right? Anyway. People who are drive-buying... People who are drive-buying, in this case, us, we're drive-buying in, like, not the normal way. And any, peds that are drive-buying, they shoot 1 bullet per frame. I'm pretty sure that's what this is, right? Or, well, it's ridiculously fast. Way faster than Uzi typically fires. And we pop the balloon for funsies.
Yeah, so we have a little bit more of a chill phase. I mean, this mission is not chill though, but there is no like fancy dupe stuff happening right now. And for this mission and the next mission, so yeah, it's just the same way we do NMG, but we do a different mission order because, well, Louise doesn't exist, right?
She never existed in the first place.
Well, she was there in that one cutscene, in that one mission, TVTS.
We get another balloon, because I need to practice getting this balloon.
Any hundo enjoyers?
Hint, hint. What am I? Hint, hint. GTA Marathon 2025? Anyway.
Oh, it's fish.
Ooh, I don't
Oh,
have
it's
nades
fish.
here, do I?
No, do you not have nades on the stage?
No.
Oh, we're not
This
gonna
is
see
an
the
old
sexy nade
save.
strat.
You'll see it in literally any... Hello. That was weird. Alright, I'll do my old group Uzi ammo maxing. Please don't kill me.
Rest in peace, sexy nade strat. You will be missed.
Alright, 3 stars already.
And yeah, that's also one more thing about Japanese. You can't aim at guys who are on the ground for some reason, because it's like
Lance.
disrespectful. I don't know.
Disrespectful.
I don't. I mean, you're killing him anyways, right? But like Japanese version of the games, you can't aim at a guy who's on the floor. Like, it doesn't make sense. But if an enemy dives, then you just kind of have to like either wait for him to get up or like manually.
Okay,
aim.
okay.
Oh,
Hello. Hello. Hello.
hello.
This
Okay.
mission is scary.
Yeah, so another difference with Japanese is that you have additional chaos points as well, because they don't want you to commit crimes in a game all about committing crimes. So on this mission, we can feel its impact because we have 3 stars, whereas in the international, we'd only have 2 stars here. So
Most
there would be
likely.
no blockades.
Okay, this car
Oh.
is completely...
At
That's why
least
the
they
police
didn't
are so
pop your
annoying. They will
tires.
literally just like glue to the back of your car.
Impressive.
Alright. Now we're going to immediately start the audition, which normally wouldn't be available at this point, but that's okay. Because this is all part of the Lance chain.
So who is this?
So another perk of Japanese, and more minor perk, is that this applies mostly to NMG and Hundo. There's a specific glitch we do on a Louis mission that we're not doing. That would cause this mission to seemingly randomly fail. Just another perk of Japanese, I thought I'd point out.
Man, that's just
There's another scary drive. It's only 2 stars, but we're on a bike.
Do you still pay and spray in this mission?
No, I haven't paid in spray near in years.
I'm looking at your PB on SRC and you do, so...
Oh, you're not looking at my PB from last night.
No, I'm looking at your submitted SRC PB.
My 210.
Or like verified.
One of my 210s. Well, the video should be uploaded on YouTube, so you can always pull that up.
That good?
Yeah, it's
But
uploaded
you
on
have
YouTube.
when you have live split anyways, right? So
Yeah, but I turned off comparison. Oh, it doesn't really matter now, but...
no. Was there anything major that went wrong in your PB last night?
Act 1 was just slow, but no, I had no mission fails, no dupe screw-ups. It was just Act 1 was super slow. But
well, I mean,
in the dupe you're watching,
so what am I? Yeah.
in the dupe you're watching, I can guarantee you I'll be faster very shortly because I messed up NFM. Alright, I'm gonna try and do some swag strats here. We'll see if I get it.
Oh no.
come on. Let's get the car out of here. I don't get it. How is stealing one dumb car gonna make us rich?
Oh, I messed it. Alright, that's fine.
Well,
It saves like half a second.
Great drive.
And it's incredibly risky.
incredibly risky. the point where I was sweating, but okay. But yeah, no, the ending of that mission, you can end it a bit quicker if one of the wheels touches like the fence. But yeah, it's very risky because if you have too little speed, you'll just like you're just GG's. You won't make it out of the compound, and then there's just like a bajillion guys shooting at you.
Yeah.
Okay, time for more fancy stuff. So we're done with all of the normal missions. Okay, you can wake up now, and now we're gonna do.
What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. Okay.
Are you?
I am.
Okay. Oh.
I
okay.
play this a little safer.
Okay, that makes sense. But so there's a L on the map now. That L represents the mission caught as an act, or CAAA. I hope you like that mission because we're gonna do it 7 times. You heard it right, 7 times.
7 times. Nothing big.
Nothing big. So not all of it is the same. It's not like we're doing all of it the same. There are some things that we do slightly different, but it all involves this very special mission. All because you can do it really fast.
That's one of the fastest missions in the
first
game.
Yeah, it's one of the
Surprise,
fastest.
surprise, we abused the other one too.
Yes, sir. So yeah, if we didn't do Pakaba, we wouldn't be able to abuse this because we wouldn't have the other missions unlocked. But because Pakaba also has a thing where it just doesn't care and unlocks all missions for us, we can do this funny thing where we can use this very short mission caught as an act and trick the game into thinking it's the other missions.
Yeah.
You should be fine. You should be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. That's why I do this rampage instead of the other one.
Yeah.
So this first skip is the hardest of... This first instance of caught as an act is the hardest of all of them. You can at me all you want. I know you crash on the 6th one all the time, but... So,
Yep,
I hope you
so-
like hearing this voice line,
Victor V, what's poppin', partner? What? What's poppin'?
because we're going to hear it a lot.
The fuck are you talking about?
Isn't that what you guys say? What's poppin'?
So I'm going to skip this cutscene at a very specific point. Well, it's not super specific, but it's for timing purposes. And our goal is to pass this mission half a second after the rampage ends. Give or take half a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, so this again uses the mechanic where the game, cycles through all the strands.
Friend,
So it
friend,
goes, like-
friend.
Uh-oh.
We're good.
What the hell is our money?
Okay,
Okay, we're
wait.
good.
You never know when you're gonna
I'm gonna wait for you to do this, then talk.
Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it uses the same mechanic, but now that we're in Act 2 and Act 3, there's like a special additional step at the end that we can technically abuse.
Shut up. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3.
Or kill him. What do you think, Forbes?
I look
Yeah,
good.
look good. Yeah, it's good.
All right, now we need to find a
So-
police vehicle.
Oh, wow, look at
Ooh.
that.
Give me. That's optimal right there.
Very optimal. So what happened there was Wolf skipped that, or he technically passed that mission at a very particular
Hopefully,
point.
I did. Okay.
Yes, and the reason we do that is because, so remember how I talked about earlier where the game sort of cycles through all the strands? There's a particular sequence and it goes in that. Well, the same thing applies here as well, except that now there's an additional step. So in Act 2 and Act 3, because now this is like the go build your empire state of the game, at the end of all of that, Lance, Forbes, Umberto, whatever, at the end of all of that sequence, it's also going to go back to Umberto for activating the gang wars. For that reason.
Okay, you keep explaining bathroom break.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But then here, so what we want to do is, when Wolf was doing that, he put it at a very precise point where it didn't go back to the gang wars U, but the last strand was Forbes. So that mission, even though it's again Lance mission, it passed as a Forbes mission, which skips Money for Nothing, which is a very long pseudo auto scroller. But yeah. And yeah, now we have some downtime because we start doing Caught as an Act, but this time we're gonna do it to where it skips all of Umberto's missions. So the U on the map, Umberto. Umberto has 4 missions and they're very, very lengthy. They're pretty much all north to south drives almost. At least the first one and the third one are. But yeah, they're very long missions, so we can just skip it this way. If we start Caught as an Act and then let the rampage timer run out, it's basically going to now count this mission as a Umberto mission.
I was like, what are you explaining right now? I got completely lost.
We gotta find out what he knows.
Oh, welcome back. How was your bathroom break? Did you go your bathroom split? Did you wash your hands?
No comment.
Washing your hands is time loss, kids. We're all speedrunners here.
I have hand sanitizer. It'll be alright.
Yeah, but now this mission is now in a special state because we let the rampage run out. So when he passes it, it'll pass as an Umberto mission. So this will skip nice package. And then we're just gonna repeat it 3 more times after this and skip all of Umberto. Yay!
Yeah. Most enthusiastic yay I've ever heard. Yay. Yeah, all 4 of Umberto's missions not only are like, what did you say, north to south drives, at least 2 of them are. They're all long. They're all like 3+ minutes. Nice. So the first one, nice package, which we just skipped. You have to drive all the way downtown. Hopefully beat the other racers. Steal package with very tight timing and drive all the way to Viceport from downtown in a mid car. And then you'd have to drive all the way back to Umberto for the next mission. Balls, the second mission, which we're gonna skip here in a moment. You have to drive around Little Havana, drive buying Cholo dudes. But it's kind of difficult, and your car can just get shot to death. The third mission, Papi Don't Screech, it wouldn't be horrible if it wasn't for a specific mechanic. You have to drive and pick up Umberto's dad from the stadium, and then drive back to his cafe, which is also in Little Havana, not far from Umberto. Problem is, you can only drive at a certain speed. And then the final one isn't horrendous, but it's super long. You have to go to a factory and like defend it for like 2 minutes. It's great. Anyway.
Get him, Vic. We gotta find out what he knows.
This is very repetitive. So if you want to go get a water break, bathroom break, food break, this is time to do it. We're going to be here for, oh, I don't know.
Or you can !donate, #save the children. We're
That too.
at 2,100 right now.
Oh, wow. So we crossed 2,000.
Let's hit 25. Yes, sir. Let's hit 2,500 by tomorrow? Question mark?
We can do it, I believe.
I believe.
Really nothing to talk about.
Really, yeah, no. It's just we do the same thing, but it is boring and we are waiting around. But it is actually
way
faster,
Yeah, way
than
faster.
just doing Umberto's missions normally,
Saves,
right?
what,
So
like 4 minutes? Something like that.
I can pull up my splits right now and tell you. I can look at my best and tell you. NG. How much time do you? Okay, let's guess. Okay, how much time do
I'm
you
saying
think
4
it saves?
minutes.
4 minutes. Okay.
Hey, I got a rodeo to get to.
Mr. V, what's poppin', partner?
What?
What's poppin'?
The fuck are you talking about?
Isn't that what you guys say? What's poppin'?
Think that must be Lance.
Yeah, you're pretty correct actually. So normally it would take 11 minutes to do that whole sequence, or at least according to my best times, it would take 11 minutes. But then yeah, because of this, accounting for all of the, the 2 minutes and whatever we spent restarting the rampage, it is close to around 6 to 4 minutes, yes. So time save, let's go.
Okay. And the money for nothing skip saves probably 3 minutes, I'd say, alone. 2 to 3.
That alone saves quite a bit of time, yes.
And the last skip we're gonna do probably saves like 5 minutes because it's really quick to do.
Yes. How much time does this take?
Is my Wi-Fi dying or something?
No, you're good, I think.
Okay. I just saw the.
Oh,
I have the chat open and it refreshed, so I got worried.
Oh. Yeah, no, you're good. Still live.
I have fiber optic. Nothing can go wrong, right? Okay, we're doing the last Umberto skip here. But then we got one more skip
Okay.
we're gonna do with Cause and Act after this, if you want to start. Well, I mean, there's nothing really to explain about it.
Yeah, well, the last skip that he's gonna do after this one, is gonna be a leap and bound skip, which skips the, I don't know, like, how long does that mission take? 7 minutes? 6 minutes?
6,
I
7
don't know, it
minutes,
feels
yeah.
like- yeah, it feels like probably one of the longest non-auto scrollers in the game, I'd say.
Yeah, High Wire is gonna be one of,
Well,
if
high
not
wire,
the only
yeah.
one that beats it.
What?
What's
Mhm.
poppin'?
The fuck are you talking about?
I will say, Leap and Bound is a fairly fun mission.
Think that
Shoot
might
out in a
be
place you wouldn't typically do it.
What?
High Wire is
You had
just.
everything sorted?
Eh.
Hey,
High wire.
just give me
Unfortunately,
shit, you know.
one of the side effects of Pakba in Act 3, I don't know, or I can't explain why, but then there are like
Very
4
technical
missions.
reason.
Yeah,
I don't
Powderhead
know.
knows,
I just
but
know it's very
I don't know.
technical.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, it's like Domestabot. Let's see if I can remember all of them. Domestabot, High Wire, Colonel's Coke, and I think there are 2 more.
I know one more.
Oh, Farewell to Arms,
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
and then that might be it actually.
I think that is it.
Yeah, I think that is it. So those 4 missions, all very long missions, but
Hallelujah.
thankfully, by by the grace of VCS gods, somehow they are also skipped because of the same Pakba shenanigans that we do, and we take that. We take that.
Yeah.
But yeah, now all of the Umberto missions are done. So if you look at the map, or after this page, or if you take a look at the map, there is no more U's. So we have completed all Umberto missions, and now we're gonna do leap and bound skip.
Yeah. No more use, only
Tia.
me. Anyway.
Yes.
This skip is
Okay.
pretty easy, but it can randomly crash. I don't have a save for it, so...
Randomly. See, for me, it consistently crashes, so
Yeah, it sounds like skill issue.
yeah. It may as well be skill issue. I can't lie.
So we don't have to chain another rampage, so we can start this mission a little earlier. I'm really interested to see how you do leap and bound skip, because you say you do it very different.
Yeah, I
What are you
do.
talking about?
Isn't that what you guys say? What's poppin'?
But yeah, so I'm just gonna let Wolf have some little bit of quiet time so he can do this, and then I'll explain like what happens.
I don't actually know what exactly allows it to skip. I would assume it's something... No, I don't know. I don't know.
I got a place we can take him.
Good sign.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it worked. So leap and bound skipped. So right now we're actually not on leap and bound. So what happened? So we're gonna death warp. I'll explain that as well. But what actually happened there is that the ending cutscene of Caught as an Act, you know, the one where it like pans on the building, well, that also coincides with the mission start location of Leap and Bound. So when the timer runs out, when the rampage timer runs out, and he catches Forbes, one is that the game goes into that cutscene where it pans in the building, but then it also starts the Leap and Bound mission. And then Wolf at a very particular like series of like a very particular like time. Like I guess if I had to take a guess, I'd
I
say it's
skipped
like
the cutscene at a specific time. Yes.
yeah, you skip the cutscene at a specific time, but it's like I don't know, 5 frame, 6 frame, 10 frame window. I don't know. I don't know what it
Okay.
is.
Hello.
But
What was that? All right.
but yeah, by doing that, he can essentially because the game now starts loading a Forbes mission, right? It's supposed to load Leap and Bound, which you know is what the text at the bottom of the screen. If you rewind the video, you'll see that it says it's starting Leap and Bound. But realistically, like in the game, like in the back end of the game, it's just starting a Forbes mission. And then when he presses X to skip that cutscene, we're also skipping a Forbes mission, right? So remember that whole sequence thing? We're tricking the game into thinking that it's skipping a Forbes mission while we are also simultaneously starting a Forbes mission as well. So you can see why the game tends to crash there because we're skipping the mission but we're also starting the mission at the same time. So the game goes into loading Leap and Bound, but then we skip Leap and Bound, so it auto defaults into starting the next Forbes mission, which is this mission. So it just starts and goes into the bum deal. And the reason why you death warp there is because, again, because of shenanigans. Like, I don't know what, but I think it. Yeah, I think it's counted. I don't think it's duped. I think it's just counted as a Umberto mission.
Maybe. I think it is
Yeah,
duped.
so. It might be. I actually haven't. I actually don't know.
I don't know.
Well, but yeah. Anyways.
Last normal mission for a little while.
Yes, sir. Okay, and you know that mission that we did 7 times? Well, this is the last. This is the 7th time, and the last time we will be seeing Caught as an Act.
Holy.
After this pager. So we're going to start
we still don't
on
do
Mission
normal.
0 Rampage. Yeah, so Wolf is gonna just start a rampage on Mission 0, and we're gonna do this mission for the last and final time. We're not gonna dupe it, nothing fancy. We're just gonna chain the rampage through this mission to dupe the next mission, which is a Japanese exclusive dupe. So
It's the
this is a-
biggest time save for using Japanese. It's also the hardest dupe
Yeah.
too.
So if you're familiar, or if you watch Joshimus, I guess, because he's the only one who does international runs.
Well, he doesn't
But,
do them anymore.
He did do it for JDQ, like 4 months back, actually.
He did an any percent run? Oh shoot.
Yes, I know because I was in chat for him with him for like 10 hours, teaching him how to do any percent the day before.
Okay, that was a
But,
very botched version of Caught as an Act, but
I was, yeah. Well, you saved it somehow, but
it
yeah.
was just that good.
But anyway, this is a Japanese exclusive dupe. So what happens in the international route is that we actually don't get to dupe this mission. It like crashes or something.
It's for
But,
you can dupe it, but it doesn't progress as intended.
Ah, I see.
I think it's
Alright,
also
yeah,
like
yeah.
a lot
Yeah, I
harder to
think-
dupe it. But
Yeah. But then in Japanese, we can dupe this mission. So in international, we'd have to do this mission and the next mission, which is a very long pseudo auto-scroller. Which takes like, I don't know, close to 8-10 minutes. And we skip all of that with this one dupe. So
and
this is
it
again a
allows for
cutscene
an
dupe.
easier setup for the next pack buff.
And yes, the next backpack, exactly.
And recently we found a new way to do this pack, but that's faster. Never seen before.
Oh yeah.
I think I was the
Yeah,
first
never
one to
seen
accomplish it in a run, right?
Yeah, you were. You were also my guinea pig yesterday to see if the game crashes, but yeah, it didn't. So
Crashes. Why
GG.
would it crash?
Take all three. Hey, I call you
I
back.
don't know.
All right, shush.
What's your problem, man? Huh?
Oh, frick. I screwed that. Haha.
That was very early. No, it'll work. It'll work.
Will it?
Yeah. Okay, not now. Well, you didn't skip the cut. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
I can save this.
So let's pop big.
I can save this. Trust.
Trust. What are you doing?
I don't know. All right. I think actually, wait. What if I just get an all-mission 0 rampage and kill Lance? That should work, right? That should work.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh man, why are we messing around? Come on, let's go.
There we go.
Yeah, so this is another thing where we're talking about duping in this game, where it's not the same as any other 3D GTA era game, right? You can't just do it normally. You'd have to do it in the cutscene, and it does require a little bit of timing. So unfortunately, Wolf did it like, I want to say like 2 or 3 frames too early. Like it was literally like frames too early, where he skipped that cutscene.
It's super tight.
Yeah,
This is the hardest dupe to do in the game by far. Because once I do that first skip, it's not over. It's alright.
Yeah. If you want to know technically what he's doing is he's gonna wait right until the rampage timer disappears from the screen. He's gonna skip the first cutscene. The second cutscene will start to load, and he needs to skip it not instantly, but almost nearly instantly. Then the third cutscene will load, and he waits until Lance says no blue. Then he skips it, and then he can now progress. I'm not joking. Like that is a series that is like engraved into every VCS any percent runner's brains at this point.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you have notes. I'm guessing no,
I
right?
do, I
It's just
do.
like
I do.
you
But
do?
I
Okay.
never look at him.
Right.
I just have him up for
it's
safety.
it's just muscle memory at this point, right? Like we've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I think the way you
The problem is you
The
have to
way you
kind of
fail that.
anticipate when the mission failed text comes up. Because I don't have great reaction time, so I have to kind of anticipate it.
No blue. No white. I'll take all three. Hey, I call you back. What's your problem, man? Huh?
221100.
You're gonna have us both killed.
That might work.
What?
No, that was still
No,
too early.
No, that was still too. Like, okay,
Bruh.
I'll tell you what I do. What I do is I just look at the white text. You know, the 0 out of 10 kills. That text. As soon as it disappears, I just hit X.
I am throwing right now. It's alright. I'm just gonna do the same thing again. So remember that thing we just did to recover it? We're gonna do that again.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And hope the game doesn't crash.
It shouldn't, cause this is like.
It never actually got duped.
I don't think. Yeah, no. I don't think that this actually like makes the game more unstable or anything. This is like the same as starting the mission normally and failing it. There's just like an extra step that it also goes on mission 0, but I don't think that it's actually doing like some funky things to the game. So I think in terms of stability, we shouldn't see a game crash.
Well, we're gonna be saving
But,
quitting soon anyway. This is why I can't wait to get back to Hundo,
I mean, you don't-
because you don't have to do any of this nonsense.
Well, you don't have to restart the game Act 2 to Act 3 Packbo. You just load the save.
You don't have to. I restart it anyway.
Well, you are on emulator, which is very fast, so yeah.
Yeah.
Console, it takes like 40. I think I timed it. It's like a 45-second time loss compared to emulator, just because you have to go to the PSP's main screen and then load back up into the game. Which loading back up into the game is also faster on emulator for some reason.
I was on not great pace before this, so I'm not mad. I was like,
Well, it was like an invalid run anyways, right? But like,
Yeah.
you still were on like a decent pace, cause like your old PB, so not last night, but your old PB is doing snitches right now. It's at the airport.
Yeah.
So you were actually ahead. Yeah, you were.
But if
actually
I
ahead.
don't, if I don't mess anything else up in this run, I should still be ahead of that PB. No promises though. No promises. Because I screwed in that PB. I screwed up homes on the range badly.
Pink. No blue. No white. I'll take all three.
All right, I'm gonna look at the kill counter.
What's your problem, man? Huh?
My problem?
Yeah,
That should
That's
be
good.
fine.
What friend at the airport?
there we go.
Pink. No blue. No white.
Yeah, okay, you got it. So yeah.
So I found something I
Still-
need to practice. Anyway,
This dude's believe in anything. So let's pop big time.
Yeah, anyways,
hello.
we're back to duping. Let's
jeez.
go. So we've duped the mission, and we have 2 cutscenes now. A byproduct of this dupe is that Wolf cannot total this car, and he is not doing a very good job at it. You might want to slow down a little bit, bro.
Slowing down in a speedrun? Oh god.
Oh god. So to explain very technically what happens there is that
Okay.
it's still not. So as to why you have to keep this car alive and not blown up into.
This game is very
Brazilian
upset
beaches.
with me right now. Just understand that.
Yeah. The reason why is that there's supposed to be 2 cutscenes there. So the one where Lance is on his phone, you know, he's like, no
Hello?
blue, no white,
Hello?
no, I'll take all
Please.
3.
Okay.
And then there's another cutscene where Vic and Lance is like walking towards the cheetah. So right now, it played all of the cutscenes except one instance of Vic and Lance walking towards the cheetah. So when we actually go to this marker here, it should play an airport cutscene, but it doesn't. It plays like midway through the previous cutscene, and the previous cutscene needs a cheetah. So if you blow up the cheetah, you can see we go back to the hotel, right? It's not the airport cutscene. So since we're like 1 cutscene behind, the cheetah needs to be there, otherwise the mission will fail here. That's why you need to keep the cheetah alive.
Byproduct of this dupe that's actually helpful is we get 30,000 grenades.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's the only
Gotcha.
cutscene
And we're
dupe
gonna-
that we do with an actual weapon and not a melee weapon. Alright, what kind of
No,
enemies are we
do-
getting
we do
today?
minigun. We do minigun as
Oh,
well.
what?
later on.
Okay, listen here. Oh, we got duped enemies. Sad.
Yeah, this is also unlucky. I don't know why it happens, but yeah, sometimes you just get duped enemies here, which is kind of slower. Because you need to kill all. You don't have to kill all of them. Like, you can get away.
Yeah,
But, like,
you don't have to go
it's
to
very
behind
hard to
them.
know. It's hard to know which ones are duped and which ones are, like, the real enemies. These guys, the ones who are shooting at you, are real. So you just know. But then the other instance, you just don't know, I guess.
Let's
And yeah, here's also another thing. So this part was also inconsistent, but then I found a way to make it consistent where you just wait until Vic's animation gets reset there, and then you skip the cutscene.
Alright,
yeah.
new pack baton.
And
If I mess
this is
this
the
one
other,
up, take away
thing
my
that I found.
VCS,
Let's
VCS
yeah, this is
license.
the other thing that I found. So usually what runners do is that they would drive all the way to the safe house, but then I found out that you can just take a turn right here and go inside the Empire site and save instead. And instead of using paramedic, we'll use extortion. Okay, quiet time.
Good.
Yeah, that'll look good.
I'll be fine.
So yeah, again, this is Pakba. You need to save 0.5 seconds after the game recognizes you're in the new act. This one is easier than the last one that we did. The last one required timing from a pager swiping away, which is, up to the game. But here we actually use a side mission, extortion, to do it instead. And just because we can control when we cancel extortion, it's a little bit easier to do the Pakba from Act 2 to Act 3 than it is to do the one in Act 1.
So this is another benefit of restarting the game is you're more likely to get a cop vehicle right out front.
Is it?
Yeah, because there's not gonna be as many vehicle models loaded in, except cop vehicles and taxi. When you after restart the game, so you're gonna be more likely to get one of these out front.
I suppose, yeah.
Oh, I need to restart Vigilante. This is just a safety thing that doesn't lose you any time. If you start and cancel Vigilante, I think it's just the act of canceling Vigilante while on a rampage. The rampage spawns will cease.
Well, it's not just vigilante. You just need to go on mission 1, then on mission 0 while on a rampage.
But typically that's I think actually in like older GTAs, it's only Vigilante that does it. So.
Yeah. Well, I know in this game, even if you start like other side missions, or like if you start like, for example, a PCJ playground, right? Like that's also a common spot. That will also like get rid of all of the rampage enemies. So yeah, I know it's not just exclusive to Vigilante, at least in VCS.
I know in GTA 3, I'm pretty sure it's exclusive to Vigilante. We're not here to play GTA 3, we're here to play Vice City Stories.
Sir, and we're already duping again. Sorry, we didn't explain
And this
that
is the
bit,
second hardest dupe in the game.
What-eyed, man. What do you mean second hardest dupe in the game?
The
This
actual
dupe
act
is
of duping it.
What? What?
Because
Okay,
it's one of
man.
those, it's the same thing where you have to skip when mission failed appears. And I'm bad at that.
Yeah, so in this dupe, you wait until you see mission failed, and then you just spam X. That's it.
It's that part. What else is going to be more difficult than that?
What is difficult about spamming X?
A lot of things.
Okay, genius, Ray. Genius.
Alright, man.
It is the story of the age. Success and failure. Men, woman.
Should be
I
okay.
I thought you had this mission confused for So Long Shlong, which is the last mission of the
That one's
any
so
percent.
easy.
I mean, if anything,
There's
I would,
no like almost frame
If
perfect
anything-
timing in that one.
yeah, but like, what frame perfect timing is there for this one?
Well, how many frames do you have to skip the cutscene there? Like,
I don't know, like
probably not many.
maybe 15.
Not a
Yeah,
lot.
I mean-
That's my point. Alright, anyway.
Yeah, but like, okay.
This
whatever.
is accidents will happen. We're on to Act 3 now. This dupe...
Well, this mission does suck, though. I will agree with you on one thing. This mission is horrible. I hate it.
Okay, dang, I didn't know you had such passionate feelings about accidents will happen.
It's because majority of my runs have died because of this mission.
Wait, is this the mission that you have the random game crashes on?
Yes, not even game crashes. If my game crashed, I would be okay because it's, you know, PSP game 2008, I don't know, right? No, my game hard locked twice on this mission. I just went through a random marker, and if you know in Vice City, if you know SGG, that's basically what happened, but it's not SGG because SGG doesn't exist in this game. It's just something that only happened to me, and it happened twice to me, and then nobody knows why.
Yeah.
But yeah.
With this dupe, there's not really a lot of side effects to the mission. I mean, you'll see a couple of, like, 2 vehicles, but there's not really anything that changes about this mission. Like, I don't even know if the action bar, like, goes down quicker or anything. Also, these are just water ramps shoved in the ground, by the way. Like, I think the
thank you.
Bobcat near the end of the mission, I think there's 2 of them. I think that's like the only thing you can tell that it's duped by. Anyway, the premise of this mission is drive through markers and ram these red cars. LOL. And you're also supposed to go over these, oh geez, these ramps, but like those call slow-mo, and slow-mo is slow-o. So.
Yeah, and another thing is that, I don't know if you mentioned it, I wasn't paying attention, but the ramps that they use here are actually water ramps.
I did say that.
So oh, you did? Oh, my bad, I wasn't paying attention.
You should pay attention. It's okay, I don't pay attention to your explanation, so I have no idea if they're right. It's alright.
My fault. Oh.
Alright, and we're about done with the mission now. We actually wait to skip this cutscene until the camera pans underneath, because then the car actually stays after the mission. For some reason. Car during the mission actually has the heavy property, so it can ram cars out of the way really easily, and also has a lot of health. Because cars with heavy property can lose health very quickly. But I'm pretty sure it loses it after this mission. This is not the way I wanted to go. Alright, I guess we're doing the scary route. We did it.
Oh, okay.
As I immediately hit a tree. But that's the scary route. Happens whenever I don't go the correct way to get myself back on track.
I have never seen anyone take that route before, but holy.
Okay. It's a little scary, isn't it? The name's fitting.
It is. I almost had a heart attack.
A little show off never hurt nobody.
And I think this is the second last normal mission that we're gonna do, right? Yeah.
No, we still have Purple Haze at the end of the run. Unless you're just talking about in general. Like before.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, yeah, I said second last. No.
Well, we have Say Cheese and then we have Kill Phil 2.
Oh, right.
And then we also have Burning
yeah, you're
Bridges.
Right.
I know I'm right.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're actually right. Yeah. Damn, I don't even play this game, I think.
NMG and any % world record here. Holder here, by the way.
Both of my runs are garbage.
Yeah, world record
disrespectful.
holder.
Bro, both runs, bro, you will not believe how garbage.
Second
those
place
runs
Hundo
are.
runner too.
Okay, my Hundo run, I am literally 1 hour 10 minutes behind Auntie, who has #1. I don't think that one counts.
I will start working on Hundo after this marathon. Like, that's gonna be my new goal is Hundo. I have to learn how to... Frick. I have to learn how to have endurance again. Maybe
Yeah,
you
no,
should switch some of your
Hundo-
months around. All Hundo.
No, I'm planning to get back into Hundo too, but a little bit later next year in 2025.
I mean, I probably won't be able
Maybe
to do
like-
a full run until then, so...
Yeah, maybe like April, May, I'll start getting back into it, but yeah, no plans as of yet. It is a big task. Hundo in this game is like 10, 11 hours.
The biggest problem for me is I've practiced Hundo for a long time. I could do a run of it no problem, other than the fact that it's so long, I just get so tired and exhausted that I can't do it anymore. If it was like 3 hours shorter, I probably would have done like 3 full runs by now.
Yeah.
Like, the run
I agree
itself
with
is not super difficult. Like, there's not that many difficult tricks in there. Especially since we took Robbery Troop out.
I mean, nobody ever did Robbery Troop, to be real.
Not in a full run, at least. I tried it and despised it.
You know, that was just awful.
Cookies.
Robbery IP, pause fish.
Maybe one day. I think we need to
I was
optimize
looking
some of the
into-
other things. I really want
I would.
either a Firecopter or Vice Siphons to pass really bad.
I was looking into Robbery IP before you started running. My game crashed though. Like I did the first. I skipped the first.
Yeah, you
3
bricked
robbery
your
missions.
friggin' PSTV.
Yeah, and my PSTV got bricked, or like I had to like even after like power cycling it and like restarting it, I still couldn't like load into the game.
Did you
So I
ever
just,
fix it, or is it still broken?
Yeah, no, it fixed itself.
Okay, good.
Like yeah, somehow I don't know, but like
This is one of the hardest.
Yeah, no.
If not, this is honestly probably the hardest drive in the game outside of the mission. What I'm doing right now, because it's across the entire island on a PCJ, and like you have to go fast. But like, there's a lot of scary intersections. I'm gonna fall off my bike again, apparently. I swear I'm a good runner. Anyway. We're gonna do another normal mission. We're just doing normal missions right now. These are all... A lot of them are because they're early in the chain and you can't really dupe to skip them very much.
I mean, you can, but so the thing with these specific set of missions are, or mission givers rather, are that they're all frame perfect skips.
They really? Oh, you mean through... I meant like just duping normally. But...
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I was talking about like the strand manipulation thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, well, through both means, it's
Let's see if that
hard
keeps
to
the
do it.
car. It might not.
Nah.
I was facing in their vague direction. Hello? Oops, it worked.
Oh, well.
Where did I fall from?
That happens sometimes. You just spawn on top of like Rennie's roof, or like there's like a little like overhang, and you just like spawned on top of that for some reason sometimes.
$1 million company. Anyway, say hello to the Deluxo. Going back to 1980 something. I don't know what year Back to the Future came out, but it's the DeLorean. But normal-fied.
I'd say this is probably like my favorite car in the game, the Deluxo.
I hate
What
it
about you?
because of Hundo.
Hundo.
It's
What
such
happens
an
in Hundo?
inconvenient car to get, first off. It's one of
Well,
the
you just
only
get it during-
inconvenient...
I mean, you get it during Tatibo, and you're not doing anything in Tatibo because it's a dupe and fail anyways. So
Yeah, it's still scary because
mean-
you still do have those a ton of tops that you have to get in the garage and still 0-0. And you can die before you 0-0, which I mean it's not the end of the world, but anyway, M2 for 9 time.
I think you guys like
What's your fucking name?
overestimate how much time 0-0 actually saves. I'm not gonna lie.
What
okay.
do you mean?
How much time do you think 0-0 saves after Colonel's Coke?
Yeah, that's right.
What's the mission after Colonel's Coke?
You 0-0 and you go do what do you go do? You go do kill Phil. Remember?
I'd say no more than 30 seconds. I'd say no more than 20 seconds, honestly. Okay.
It saves 10 seconds.
Oh. Well, I said no more. That's inclusive.
This is not a
Well, that is inclusive. Technically, you were right, but then
By the way, this is the M249. It's basically the same thing as the M60 from Vice City, which you see in pretty much every category. It kills all normal enemies in one shot. So it's like really good and stuff. It's unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Rennie Studio is the only place you can get it, right?
yeah, outside of the one rampage, the car rampage on top of pole position.
Yeah, it's the only normal place you can get it, because you can buy the minigun from.
Yeah.
It's, did you see
Unfortunately,
Call My
there are. I mean, speaking about on mission, I mean 0-0 warp that we were talking about earlier. Like, unfortunately, in any percent, there are some strats that would be seen in NMG or even Hundo, right? Like the padlock warp is also another strat. We did find a way to technically get it in any percent, but then
No one
9
does
times
it.
out of 10 it's not going to be faster anyways because it relies on RNGing a cub bike. But yeah, unfortunately we don't get to showcase everything this game has to offers, but game has to offer
Marathon. Anyway,
VCS Hundo. Yes, sir.
I'll try and
But
I'll
yeah.
try and get it ready for that. I'll try to do it. You're just gonna be stuck with me the whole time too. Smiley
Are you
face.
Smiley face.
Friendly reminder holding up on jet ski does nothing. Is that true?
Yeah. Holding up on jet ski does nothing.
Really?
Yeah, he is right.
So there's no way to increase the jet ski speed like you can on a bike?
Nope, and same thing for the quad bike as well.
Well, a quad bike doesn't surprise me. It never felt like it got faster. Huh. I mean, that's good to know, I guess. Glad we didn't explain it, because we would have been wrong. I would have been wrong. I can't ever be wrong. Anyway. This is
okay.
a mission that I really wish we could skip. But alas, we can't.
Technically.
Don't even.
My bad.
Technically, the same way,
Okay,
through the same or similar method that we're going to be doing here soon, you can frame perfectly skip this mission. But who is insane enough to do that? No one. Except maybe a task runner.
I mean, if you for the right amount of money, I would do it in actual attempts.
The right amount of money? What, 2 million?
Yeah, something like that.
This is an auto-scroller. Pseudo-auto-scroller, I guess is the correct term.
One day, the 80% run will just be like 4 frame perfect skips, and that's it. That's gonna be the peak. That's just gonna be the absolute human limit.
Yeah, maybe in
No one's gonna
21,
beat that
24. Got a little close.
Do you think people will run this game 100 years later? I don't
You
know.
never know. Speedrunning has only been around for, I don't know, 30 years.
Well,
Maybe 40.
But it also depends on if these games are preserved, right?
Preserved.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be
It's
like
the
tons of
internet.
like. I mean, yes, but I don't know.
These games are run off a singular digital file. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
they're also based off of an emulator, which is also in the hands of one guy. And
This isn't the only
secondly, the
PSP
other.
emulator that exists. It's just the
Really?
best.
There's others.
Yeah. There's
There's
emulators for like a
others.
billion consoles all on one at once.
Hey, some idiot.
Ooh, pink bike. You know what that means? It's almost as fast as red.
Well, real hardware speedruns of this game will just die at one point.
Probably.
Because it's just gonna be, yeah, it's just gonna be, there's gonna be no way for you to get a console. So
Unless
that's
someone
definitely one thing that's
reverse
gonna happen.
engineers a PSTV or PSP.
Aye, man.
I'm sure someone could.
I'm sure someone could, yes. It's very unlikely that anyone in 100 years will care about this game that much.
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll randomly switch my career to, I don't know what career would be good. Computer science, engineering, computer engineering? Is that a thing? I don't know.
I don't know.
Game development? Something like that.
I don't know,
Spontaneously
I do
switch
accounting,
it.
so you're asking the wrong guy.
Oh, I thought I was gonna smash into that.
Well, classic. Classic. I think you were.
Also,
though.
wait. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I used some paint. I was about to say, wait, my pink bike isn't pink anymore. Yeah, I used the paint spray. That's a tree. Anyway, now coming up here is the hardest trick in the game. On a technical level, at least. You remember that precise timing we had to do the money for nothing skip? Yeah, how about we do it 4 times in a row?
Photos.
That's what we're about to do. So,
Yeah, so
the Domestobot mission is a mission for Diaz that is skipped. However, we still have 4 of his other missions, which are all very long, including the final mission and the credits. Well, not the credits. Not the credits. Credits are different in this game. Right. I'm going the right way, yeah. So, there's a... And we want to skip all of them, right? Optimally. And you can't realistically dupe any of them. However...
yeah, I guess, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
However, the first Gonzalez mission, Homes on the Range, is, I'd say it's the shortest mission in the game. Like, it can be done in probably 20 seconds. Which Cause and Act can be as well. But, my point is, it's a very short mission. With a cutscene at the end. So, we can skip Diaz again. In the same fashion that we do Money for Nothing. The problem is, I'm bad at golf. And I think every VCS runner is bad at golf. At least, this version of golf. On.
I think there's also, on the Japanese version, for this golf minigame mission thing, there is a input delay. For some weird reason. For some weird reason, in only the Japanese version, there's a more input delay. So you can't even, like, you know, base it off of instincts alone.
Yeah, so I do a very specific timing here. So I'm actually going to fail the first instance of golf. Because you get, like, 5 fails until you actually fail the mission. I'm going to fail the first one on purpose.
Yeah, so TLDR is we're going to do the same thing, where we're tricking the game into thinking this is a Diaz mission. And through that we will, yeah, we'll skip all Diaz missions, which is very, very fast. But yeah, we're going to do this 4 plus 1 times in a row. So
Terrible.
get your popcorn, donate a
I
bit,
have a deal coming
chill
up very
around.
soon, Vic.
A
Get some
singular
water, stay
bit.
hydrated.
Alright, shh. Okay, good. So we did the golf part successfully. 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0, 0. Alright, that looked good.
Yeah, look good. Yeah, so if you're wondering, it's a 9-frame window for all of these.
9 frames?
So, yeah.
Okay. It's bigger than I thought it
Yeah.
was. I thought it was like a 4-frame window.
It does feel like that.
So realistically,
Yeah,
you
so
have a third of a second to skip the cutscene.
Yeah, so for the I guess explaining a little bit, since we have downtime, we have to wait for like 2 minutes for the rampage to run out, right? What we're doing in Act 3, I guess we never explained it, but remember when I said that you unlock all mission givers right from the get-go? Well, I lied. For some reason, again, unexplainable, whatever reason, Diaz is not unlocked. So we have to do all Rennie missions until we unlock Diaz, which is why like we just like did Rennie missions at the beginning of this act. And then Diaz is also the last mission, last stand is also a Diaz mission. However, we can't just jump right into that. Because of how this game works, the credits only play once you completed every mission. So it doesn't actually matter that Diaz is on the map right now. Even if we go through all of Diaz's missions and we do last stand, we will just be stuck on an infinite loading screen. Because the game ideally should spawn the credits, but the credits only trigger once all of the missions are done. And since we have missions remaining, the credits never load, so we're just sitting there infinitely waiting.
There is a way to break out of that, though. That's
Yeah, by
what used to be done
networking.
in the old any percent route.
Yeah. But then that's also like difficult for some reason, and it's just unreliable.
It's much more it makes more sense for the international run because you'll die quicker from death warp instead of you don't know if you're just spamming a bunch of grenades on yourself or whatever.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's right.
I have a deal coming up very soon, Vic.
Okay. Perfect. That's perfect
Nice.
right there. 6655443321100. Looked good.
Yeah, so for the first, yeah.
As long
So
as it's the correct.
yeah,
it's
it
the
is.
correct one.
Okay, so the way the first time we do it, we don't actually have an indicator whether we did it good or bad. Technically we do, but the second time, the second mission, we just the second Diaz mission that we do get a pager afterwards, so we do know if we did it. Sorry, we did it right or wrong.
We have an indicator for the first one. What are you talking about?
Uh,
Other than just
well,
going and starting the mission?
no. So if you do it incorrectly, if you skip a Gonzalez mission, then you get a pager, right?
Okay, well,
So you know if you did it bad.
I
Like,
mean,
if
you do also get an indicator if you skip the Mendez or Rennie mission. But that's only if you're using the auto splitter, because the auto splitter will split twice if you skip a Mendez or Rennie mission.
hey, what is this? What is this emulator advantage? I call ban all emulators. What do you
Ban
guys
all.
think in chat?
It does provide info. I mean, we could also just ban the auto splitter, but
I mean, I don't
but the
think it
problem
really
is
matters.
skipping Mendez or Rennie is a bad thing. So
I mean,
unless you manage to skip all of them,
yeah.
if you skip one and only one of them, it's usually a bad thing.
Yeah, so this will skip over the top, which is the second last mission in NMG.
I think it's technically the shortest, right? Of the Diaz missions.
Terrible.
Yeah, checks
I
out.
have a deal coming up very soon, Vic.
Alright, 1 second. Ooh,
I didn't like that first one, but it should be good. Yeah.
it's fine. As long as it's touching the marker, it's fine.
Well played, Vic.
9544332211100. Look good.
It's good, yeah.
I always get a payday picture here. You can tell I'm always on the same page.
Oh, that's not a payday pager though. Oh, it is. What?
It's gonna follow.
Why do you have no?
It's gonna
Why do
follow
you have no
immediately
mark?
by a
Okay.
story pager.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's a what pager is that? Is that Diaz?
Hmm. Oh no, it's Martinez.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
He's like, let's finish this once and for all, or something.
Because it's the
like that.
same. The first two pages are the same person. So. I'm.
First two.
Yeah.
What do you
so
mean?
the pager you get after skipping the exchange is also from the same person. So it's Martinez now. Yeah. I'm guessing it's the pager that's like maybe. Nah, actually, I don't know. I was gonna say it's the where it hurts most pager,
No,
but
it's
that doesn't make sense.
no, it's not. The second pager, the one you get after skipping the exchange, is the Gonzalez pager. Because
Is it?
ideally yeah, because in NMG
They
you
just
would do
must look
farewell to
similar.
arms. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I guess Martinez, Gonzalez. Maybe that's something to do with it. I don't know.
No,
I don't
it's
know
just- it's just-
Japanese, y'all.
it's just Japanese. It's just the characters look very similar, I think. You know, at one point my Japanese was actually good, but then, yeah, no, I can't read names, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
All right, one more home's on the range. Skip. This is gonna skip Last Stand, which is it's actually a pretty good final story mission, I will say. They definitely, it's really short, but it's a pretty decent one. I like the shootout. Better than Liberty City Stories, at least.
Damn.
In my opinion, which is the only correct opinion, LCS is a good speed game, bad story. Just like GTU 3. Fine. 5 5 4 4 3 3 2 2 1 1 0 0. Oh no! It didn't skip when I pressed the button. No.
Oh.
I pressed the button and it didn't skip the cutscene. That's okay. That's just gonna be a little bit of time loss, but it's okay. Because all it did was skip an Umberto mission, which don't exist, so I can just go ahead and set it up again. It's better to be skip the cutscene way too late than too early. Because if you skip it late,
That's true.
you just have to set it up again. If you skip it too early, you lose the mission. So remember that bit I said about being faster than that PB you're watching? Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
You are very close though. Yeah, you were actually on pace with that other PB. If you
Well,
didn't mess this up.
It also messed up this one, so...
Did it?
Yeah, it messed up the final march. In, I'm pretty sure, the exact same way. All of GTA be like, please, it's only VC and VCS that are in Japanese. Actually, I think Chinatown Wars might be in Japanese too. At least the PSP version. Actually, I don't know. I feel like Chinatown Wars is in Japanese. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I like how you talk trash about LCS and GTA 3 and then you messed it up.
I wasn't talking... Okay.
I mean, you did.
I was talking trash about him, but it had
see-
nothing to do with what I was doing at the current moment.
LCS, right? I was gonna say, like, damn, you're gonna take swings at LCS like that when LCS isn't even in this marathon. But then you
Is it not?
Yeah, no, it's not. I think last year as well.
Dang, I
When
need to
did
pull any
VCS,
percent out
I
next
think.
year.
Yeah, no, we need to do some LCS things. I mean, I was planning on expanding into LCS, but
It's pretty different than
Too
BCS. It won't
lazy.
be as easy as you think.
yeah, no.
Terrible. I have a deal coming up very soon, Vic.
Looked good.
Yeah, it's fine. I practiced this so much. No, yeah. The golf part's not what I'm worried about. 5 5 4 4 3 3 2 2 1 1 0 0. Okay, that looked good. I'm just
that
gonna
was
pray that it's good.
Okay, that was pretty early, but okay. If it started homes on the range, then you should be good. I don't think you were, unless you were one frame too early and you skipped a Rennie mission or a Mendez mission, but
We'll find out. If we have to do
Oh,
last
well.
stand, we have to do last stand.
Well played, Vic.
Yeah, we're fine.
okay, you're good. Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't get on the bike at the right time. Shoot. Alright, that's fine.
Why do you even do it this way?
Just so that I don't, like, get knocked off the bike when I'm nading it.
No, I mean, like, you have the remote grenades rampage and you're sitting around doing nothing for 2 minutes. Why don't you lower your health then?
I don't
so
know,
you just
man,
take one nade.
because you're better than me. I don't think about these
this-
types of things.
This is like the micro optimizations bit. That's what you need to work towards if you want to get sub 2. You know what I mean?
The coveted sub
Get
2. That I'm
Get on
probably
there.
never gonna get, but that's okay. After this marathon, it's gonna be a long time if I ever do any percent again.
What are you planning to do?
I know.
Oh, VCS?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna work
But I thought
towards VCS. I'm gonna
thought you were
also
not
work on
gonna do
practicing
like
my
an actual.
endurance. I want to
I
do
thought you were
Hundo
not.
again. I love
I mean, I
Hundo.
know
It's
you
my
wanted.
favorite category to run of any category in any game. VCS Hundo is my favorite. It's just so long.
Thought you didn't have enough time to do an actual Hundo run though.
Well, remember all the things? Remember my big announcement that I quit like several of my activities because I didn't enjoy them? I'm a lot more free now. I'm back to
So
the
will you
freedom
have?
I had like 2 years ago.
No. So you will have time to do like a 12-hour run.
I will. It's just not during the week.
Let's go,
It's
boss
just I
man.
need
Okay.
the endurance to do it.
Okay, we're getting VCS content back after I semi-retired.
It's semi-retired. Don't even. If I'm coming
See,
back, you're coming back. I need to have some
the
competition here.
I mean, the thing is that I was supposed to be on vacation right now, so I told Ben that I'm not gonna do the run. But then my vacation trips got canceled, or it didn't get canceled. It's just that my visa didn't come in time.
So
But
I see I'm the
it's not
second
even
option, Ben.
my bad. But what was I gonna say?
I'm gonna flame him
Yeah,
for making me the second option.
My bad, bro. You were the backup.
Nope, this is the wrong way. Smiley face. I know there's a way to mega jump towards the phone, but I can't figure it out. I used to be able to do it, and I don't remember how.
You just jump like while at a very specific point of the animation. And then if you want to know another micro optimization that I did at GTA Marathon, remember I kept the remote grenade remote. The remote. Oh my god,
Okay,
I can't
listen
speak.
here.
Did you remember that optimization at GTA Marathon? Yes, sir.
What did you use it for?
So while we were doing the homes on the range thing, I threw a nade from I threw a remote nade, right? So I had the remote, and then when I came here, the remote is still in your like
Someone may want to
inventory
mute the
list.
game if someone's worried about copyright, by the way. I don't know if anyone is, but
And now we're not.
can happen here.
Now we chill like that.
No, I missed the frick.
Oh,
It might be okay still.
you can still.
Yeah, we're still good. As long as
Yeah,
you
you're
kill
still
one of
good.
the enemies with your bike there, I think you're okay. Girl's just running against the box. There we go. This is the worst mission in any percent that's not duped or anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Slow-mo, Low-key, I might stream some hundo practice after this. Low-key.
After this is crazy.
Well, I mean, I
Okay.
need sustenance. I'm gonna have dinner, man. Officer, can you please? Okay. This is a little worrying me that we're doing this on the bridge. Alright. Hey, officer. Can you not right now? Officer?
Oh.
I had, during my early any percent adventures, I failed this mission multiple times because cops kept pushing me off the bridge.
Yeah, that happened to me too when I was first learning this game. This is just a very bad mission. I can't lie. This is just terrible.
It's the VCS gods warning you not to continue with this category.
I mean, we do it in every category though. It's bad in every category.
Alright, are we gonna get a cop vehicle? Predictions?
Oh yeah, we need to pray RNG cop vehicle here. No.
You're not one.
Oh well.
You're not one. You're not one. Okay, I will take you though.
What is this, Liberty City? The name's Blake. We met at a party. Bye.
Oh, are you gonna drive?
Yeah. What else would I
No.
do?
Oh. I just start blasting everyone and get 2 stars.
Mm,
Well, you got a call bike, so.
I think yeah, I'm still
That's
gonna
pretty
go
good.
to this other rampage. So I think I'll still go to this rampage.
Yeah.
'Cause I think it's closer, and since we're just on a timer, it's no biggie.
Of course it's closer. What? Okay.
This is a minigun rampage, and we're gonna. So this next dupe is hostile takeover dupe, and this could be one of those dupes that's actually normal. However, we make it not normal specifically so that we can get 30k minigun ammo to use for mostly this mission.
Yeah,
And so long, I guess. Anyway,
So
if you
what
wanna explain
happens
what's
is
going
that,
on.
yeah, so the game gives you a rampage, right? It seems like infinite minigun ammo, but it's actually like 30k or something, right?
Which you would never be able to use in a normal amount of time.
Right, so after the rampage timer runs out, of course, after the 2 minutes, it's supposed to take away the weapon. However, because of the shenanigans we do, if you are in a cutscene and the rampage timer dies out, it actually cannot take away your weapon. So all we need to do is be in a cutscene while the rampage timer runs out, and we can keep the 30k ammo.
Yeah. So we have to
It's
actually
pretty neat.
purposely cutscene dupe this mission. And it can soft
it's
lock
pretty-
or crash, so seemingly
so
randomly.
that's the other thing. So the thing is that if you are in a cutscene and the rampage timer runs out, after a while, the mission will auto dupe. And depending on the mission you do it in, it can soft lock if it happens at like the wrong time.
And crash.
And crash. It can also game crash. So we still have to do a timing thing here.
It's
I
not
think
the
that's what we're
hardest
gonna do,
cutscene
right?
dupe by any means. It's the easiest cutscene dupe. It's just it seemingly randomly can crash.
Yeah. And or soft lock.
Yeah. Alright, 5, 4, 3.
So, now we're together. And yet,
That should work. Yes.
Yep.
All right. It didn't do the fast dupe that I wanted, but that works.
I don't think I do it in my run either.
Now we have 30k minigun ammo to use for this,
No, I
and
have
so long,
30.
and that's bad.
I mean,
About it.
yeah.
So this dupe is pretty simple. The ending, there's just double all the bikes that you have to. You don't have to take out the dupe ones, but there's double of all of them. But I don't think the enemies that we have to kill right now are doubled, right? Or are they?
No, they're not. So you just have to kill 15.
It's 15.
Which is weird.
That's an odd amount.
and this ain't no kid's toy.
But it's not like you have to do the SLS timing. Where you have to, like,
This relationship
count.
is
You
Oh.
don't have to count this one because it auto places you somewhere. Hello, officer.
Yes, it's that time.
What if you weren't in my way?
Oh, another thing from Joshimus's run that he did for JDQ. He actually died because he's on international. He has 1/3 of the health that we have, right? Effectively. He actually died here, and after dying on Hostile Takeover Dupe, his game crashed
Huh.
on the little white screen, like where it transports you to the hospital. His game crashed on that, which I have never seen before. So I was just wondering if you've seen it.
I have
That's
not.
ever happened.
Wow, that was really bad.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of SMG.
Yeah, I know.
ammo.
I don't know if it's an international quirk
Quirk.
or like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but I don't think this game. I mean, I don't think this dupe crashes if you fail it, even if you fail it on Japanese. I don't think it crashes, right?
Well, this game's a lot more stable. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, time to do the final normal mission. Shame we
Burning
can't do
dishes.
sniper strats, so they're so swag.
Yeah, shame. Shame we can't do the sniper strat.
But I don't even remember how to do it, so... You can't do it in Hundo because international...
Yeah, it's only an NMG thing.
Sad.
Unfortunately. Very sad.
Wait, do I have infinite pistol?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I used pistol to dupe. What did I use it? Accidents will happen. I used the pistol rampage because I got a cop bike.
Yep.
Right. Forgot about that bit.
No, you don't do the thing I do.
I don't copy everything you do. You.
Yeah, but I mean, this strat was found before I started running this game. I'm just the only person who runs this category other than you. That's what I meant by you don't do the thing I do, but you can hop over that. You can hop over like the red valves over there. You don't have to like run all the way around.
That's good to know. All right, pray for a cop bike. Come on, give me a cop bike.
I saw Fryterp do it. I think that's where I learned it from.
No cop bike. That's okay.
Oh, there's a call bike. Let's go. Oh, he is an angry driver though. You have to be careful.
2 stars.
Okay.
Let's go. Oh, wrong way.
Where is bro driving?
I just gotta think, where's a bride star?
Oh. And you can just get the...
If I wanted to talk, I wouldn't be running.
You can just get the nearby one. The one near Marty's place.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to wait for the 2-minute timer anyways. It's not even time loss, right?
Right. Can I go this way? Yes. I should probably do that, though. Bumpy
Okay, we are
lot.
on the final mission, final dupe of the game.
Yep.
And we are, well, going to be underestimated.
Yeah. Should I pull out a Chinatown Wars run? Actually, no, wait. Isn't there a Chinatown Wars run this event anyway?
Yeah, there was. Kadiri did it yesterday.
Oh, should I do it again?
Oh. Damn, man. Maybe can we boot up LCS? Do a LCS any percent?
Do LCS any percent? I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Ooh, that's a good idea. I haven't done that run though since I did it at GTA Marathon last year, so, or this past GTA Marathon. I have not done the run since, so.
Just get a quick world record, 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
World record. World record's pretty good for any percent.
I don't know. I don't run LCS. I think it's.
I only ran
it's
it.
not, it's
No,
not
it-
even frame perfect. It's like millisecond perfect, something like that.
Yes, but there's more values that work than VC and SA, I believe is the reasoning behind that.
Ah, okay.
Farewell, faithful friend.
Last cutscene dupe. It's pretty easy though.
First before she rise.
Enjoy this wall, by the way.
Rennie, hey, what's wrong?
Darling, he wants me dead.
Emulator
Oh,
bug.
Diego Mendez, that's who.
Why?
Because I put you in contact with Ricardo Diaz. Diego's men will be here any second. Farewell, faithful friend. The phoenix must burn first before she rise. Diego's men.
Good.
Okay. Well, this is the last dupe, and it's also, I would say this is the hardest thing to do in the entire run.
It's the hardest mission that's duped. It's not the hardest dupe to
Yeah.
pull off, though. Like, the actual act of duping it is not that hard. I also lost count.
Bye, asshole.
I think you're at 7. 8, 9,
Understand
10,
now,
11, 12, 13.
13, you think?
This train stops
Could be,
here.
it could be like 2 lower.
Jeez.
Wow, you have a lot of enemies. Wow, this is like really
Wanna
lucky.
break? May as well.
Sir,
Oh.
can I shoot, please? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna
So you need
play
to
it safe and
kill
stay in this car.
24 guys there. Yeah, fair enough.
My health isn't great, but
You should be fine.
yeah. As long as I don't have what happened yesterday. That was scary. Ooh, my
Yeah, so
background
this is
changed.
one of the scary parts. It's this drive, not this drive, but the drive after this, where you take Rennie to the hospital.
It's horrendous.
That is probably the hardest drive.
Yeah, that's
because
what.
not on.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was saying earlier how that drive after Say Cheese is really the difficult one, most difficult drive that's not in a mission. It's because this one is the most difficult drive in the entire category. Oh, frick, I got
Yeah.
that stupid bug. Can you stop bugging out? What was that?
Yes, you got the dialogue line. That's good luck. I can't lie. That's good luck.
I've never heard that before.
You've never heard that?
No.
That's. I'm surprised you haven't heard that. Well, that is really funny
Funny.
line that can play.
Free?
Free?
I've never heard it.
Oh, this macho bullshit. I'll be glad when I'm a woman. Keep your head down. In your lap, darling? On second thoughts, keep shooting.
Yeah, so Wolf's gonna take a very specific route, and he's gonna do a little bit of
Oh,
stunting. Yes,
Okay.
it is also for looks, but you also, by doing that stunt over here, you also debate like 2 of the guys, so you can see they just despawned on the map.
Yeah, except one of
this
my
guy spawned
tires is
really
missing.
early.
I'm also gonna go this way. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
if
also take this, so we debate the other guys on the other road. But then they keep spawning. This is why this mission is like the hardest. It's because they keep spawning new enemies in front of you when you get out of the radius for the old ones. Actually, this is probably like the best SLS I've ever seen
that was really
in
good.
a marathon. That
All
was
right, time's
really
coming
good.
up. Time's coming up when the credits show. All right, and mission pass. Time's coming up. Time's coming up. Time's coming up. Any second now. And time.
GG's.
There you go. That is Vice City Stories 80%. As I would any other run. With all my stats. I'll show emulator nonsense as well. I don't even remember which ones. It's just the system tab I think you need, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really need to show it, but yeah.
Alright. Wonderful. That's VCS 80%. Now we're 19 minutes under estimate. Ben, you up for LCS 80%? You want to just go to bed?
I would like to go to bed if that's okay.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's
Yeah.
like we're starting early tomorrow again, so I've legit like got to go to bed now and then wake up and start immediately. So
What's next? Is it RDR?
yes, Red Dead Redemption 100% tomorrow.
Nice. Alright, well. Thank y'all for having me. Thank you, Ethan, for commentating. Like, this entire run.
My pleasure.
Yeah. I have nothing else to say. Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on. Pleasure as always, and thank you for going quite far under estimate so I can get some decent sleep.
You're welcome.
We'll see you all tomorrow for the final day of GTU 2024. As wolfbloxer was saying, we've got Red Dead Redemption 100%, and then we've got a very special finale later on. You don't want to miss it, trust me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that'll do it for today. Exclamation mark schedule in the chat so you can see when the next runs are in your respective time zone. Make sure to bookmark it and stuff. One final donation. We had a $100 anonymous donation come in. Very generous. Thank you so much during that run. And that put us to $2,163. I think we easily smash 2,500 tomorrow. I think that's going to be such an easy goal. So we'll see you all for that. Good night, and thank you for coming again. Thank you again, wolfbloxer and Ethan, for coming on. Pleasure as always.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we'll see you all tomorrow for the finale. Thanks for coming on. See you later.